Looking to get involved in a mission that positively impacts youth worldwide? Consider joining our board at Rainbows. What does that mean? Our executive director and current board members can tell you.
A good board member is someone who shows up to meetings, to events, when their expertise is needed. We have so many wonderful board members with such strong expertise in their fields. I try to be really transparent with our board about challenges, opportunities, and they have all been really wonderful about showing up to help with all of those things.
I have been involved with the board for almost 13 years.
Gosh, about 5 years.
I have been on the board since 2019, so 6 years.
I've been on the board for Rainbows now for about 2.5 years.
I am on my second tour of duty with the board. So I originally did 10 years on the board starting in the early 90s, too long after I got out of college and wanted the opportunity to give something back to the community. I stepped away when my fourth daughter was born due to time constraints. I was fortunate enough that Stephanie reached out to me about 5 or 6 years ago to get back involved.
The interview process is pretty rigorous. I don't want somebody to come on for one term. I want somebody to stay with us, for a long time and be invested in this mission.
So I reached out to Stephanie. I'm trying to remember specifically. I think I saw some type of email. I reached out to originally to potentially become a facilitator, or at least to help with sort of some of the government relations, community affairs type of stuff that I do professionally. But Stephanie and some others on the board recognized that I might be a good candidate to play a role on the board, and I'm so glad that they saw me out to do it. And it's been incredibly rewarding for me, and to have it. I serve on a number of different boards and have a lot of personal and professional commitments, but to be an alumnus of the program really adds something extra to the work that I get to do.
So we have 6 committees of our board. We have finance and operations, public relations, governance and strategic planning, program, human resources, and then fundraising and sponsorships.
I think the Rainbows mission just speaks to everyone. Everyone has experienced some sort of grief, loss in their life. And when I navigated the loss of my father in high school, and even when I navigated the loss of my mother when I was 30, I didn't have any friends that had gone through that.
I lost my father when I was young. I was 7, my brother was 5, and my sister was 1. You feel alone even though you're surrounded by people that love you because you don't have the language. That this group moves forward and helps the littles and even the teens and even adults move through the journey that is grief, and to know that they're not alone in it. There's no greater mission in my mind.
But I think, having folks involved who are also may have had their own loss experience is helpful, because then whether that's their own divorce or separation or their parents, a death in their family, an incarcerated family member, whatever that looks like, I think that's really helpful, because it really brings this work home to our board members, and they're better able to advocate for the mission.
I think mental health is a huge issue in our country.
I grew up in a family where my parents got divorced when I was in 4th grade, and I was fortunate enough to attend a retreat which became a building block for Rainbows. And it was an opportunity for our family to begin the healing process after going through divorce. So Rainbow's mission and the kids that it support means a lot.
Knowing that no child, no parents should have to experience grief alone means so much to me. I am surrounded by an amazing community of support, and I think that every child should grow up knowing that they are not alone.
So I would tell board members, I really think you'll get more from this experience than you get.
I've had such a great time on the Rainbows board. I stepped into the cheer role a couple of years ago now. I love attending all of our fundraising events, connecting my network to the Rainbows mission, to bringing folks together around this mission has been really uplifting. Just a lot of really great people connected to Rainbows.
My favorite part of being part of the board is the people that I get to meet and the opportunity to get back to Rainbows again. It's great to see other people with similar interests and concerns about children.
With each Zoom meeting, each board meeting we have, the impact that we're making and the fingerprint that we're leaving on what Rainbows evolves into. Because if there's one thing I'm proud of, it's being surrounded by a board that's full of individuals that are so unique, and everyone has the one touch with grief, but everyone brings such a different enthusiasm and energy and story and the creative ideas that are shared and the true friendships that have been made.
I think with 6 board meetings a year and then having our committee meetings on the opposite months, the time commitment is not hugely onerous. So I love to meet with board members one-on-one and talk through where does your heart lie with this work? What would you like to see us be able to accomplish? I'm really working with them one-on-one, finding out from them what fills their cup, what they think they can bring, and then, how can we leverage that to move Rainbows forward?
I really enjoy Stephanie's leadership. I think she's incredible, dynamic, energy and passion. Over the course of my time on the board, tremendous board, a lot of talented people. She's brought a lot of vitality to the whole organization. I do like raising money. I'm kind of the money guy, so I'm always pushing to fundraise.
Fortunate to have just a wonderful board, diverse in both experience, geographic location, all sorts of different types of people from different walks of life. So I found that part really, really interesting and very rewarding, just to get to know all of these different amazing people.
And I try not to lean on them too hard because I know that everybody has other responsibilities too. I like Rainbows to be a nice, little extra thing that they do, that they bring to their community and to their skill set too, because I know for, particularly for young professionals, having a board leadership position is very helpful on, building their resume, but also their network.
These are my people. I have found, completely unexpectedly, some of the greatest humans and friends that I never expected and never knew that I needed. I joined the Rainbows board, and little by little, I have found some of the best friends in my life.
To learn more about joining our board or council, visit rainbows.org/about and fill out one of our applications today. We can't wait to meet you.